Well, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys got all your Christmas stuff in order. It is December 21st here, 8 o'clock in the morning here in Thailand. It's been a great year this year. Did a lot of stuff, did a lot of traveling. It's been pretty awesome. Let me know if there's any problems with. Hopefully, I got all of the microphone stuff squared away. Sometimes StreamYard adds stuff to it and I forget to check in the settings, but they had some noise cancellation and some other things that was causing some problems with the sound, I think. So let me know if the sound quality, I can see the pictures okay. So, all right, cool. Good morning, Dave. How are you? Yeah, it's been a great year. We went to Hawaii, we went to Europe, we went to Vietnam, we went to Malaysia, we went to Singapore, we went to a whole lot of places this year, and hopefully I can top it again this year. We do have plans to go back to the United States. I was gonna skip this year. We skipped last year except for the Hawaii trip, but I want to visit my kids, my grandkids. I haven't seen my father in quite some time, so we're gonna go to Florida. We're going to take off from here, go to Texas, and spend a few days with our friends in Texas. And Paige has to renew her driver's license. She wants to keep her driver's license. Yes, Paige can drive. She just doesn't drive here in Thailand because she has a chauffeur now. But she did drive in the U.S. But she wants to keep her driver's license current. So whatever, up to her. It's just going to cost us about $2,400 to fly there. No, but we need to go back and visit some family anyway. We're going to try to do that right after, sometime in March, I think, before Songkran. But immediate plans, I still want to go to Shanghai. The visa thing's a little complicated. You got to get an agency to get you a visa. But I'd like to do that still. Probably go back to Malaysia and Vietnam. I really like that. Myanmar's open. I'm not really too interested in Myanmar. Laos, not so much. I do want to go to Vientiane. Yeah, there's quite a few things I want to do. I'm not bored with Thailand. I'm still I want to say just grateful to be able to stay in this wonderful country. Not every country's perfect by far. A lot of people like to share drama. There's drama in every country. You probably don't realize your own immigration problems in your own country because it doesn't affect you. But people like to talk about circumstances. Like the latest thing today was that the government was going to cancel the 300 baht entry fee. To me, it's laughable. Like, who cares? You guys ever see what TSA fees are on the ticket? Actually, the airplane ticket is less than all of the fees combined for the airline and all the other stuff that it takes to do business now in the West. The cost of doing business is crazy, so you have all these added expenses, so that the company that is providing the service can make a profit. But in Thailand, things still make sense. Things are still relatively cheap. You can still get health care and insurance. Things just make sense here. I don't want to say they're cheap. I think they just make sense. And sometimes things really don't make sense in the West on why things cost so much. It's on paper we understand why, but it's like, why do we have to go through all this stuff? So I'm very grateful to be here. Not just because of the affordability, like I said, just because it makes sense. I think the most important thing for me is still the people in Thailand. I love the weather, the environment, the atmosphere. There's a lot of things that irritate me. I think that's what just happens when we all get old, right? So we just share those things and move on. I talk about the driving and stuff in the last videos and stuff, but you still have to weigh everything out. If you want to have it ran like the West, then you're going to have. Could you imagine if the police just had the authority to do whatever they want? It probably would not be fun. But I love it here still. I can't think of anything else, any other place I'd like to go. I showcased Malaysia And I really love Malaysia. The people speak English. It's very affordable. They have an easy 90-day walk-in stamp for most countries. And if you want to stay there and work, it's fairly easy. I think they're still having some complications on their long-term retirement type stuff. But it's always a good option, you know, if you want to come spend time in Asia, just not in one spot. I still always recommend coming here, since we're not permanent, to try to live that way. You know, you need to have a home base for immigration. It doesn't have to be something that you have on a piece of paper that says this is mine forever. You know, it could be a long-term lease, or in an area that you like, whether it's Chonburi, Chiang Mai, or something like that. It's good to have a home base for immigration, but it's still, you should travel around and see Thailand and move around. Those things don't make sense to us in the West, you know, where we come from. We got to be anchored down over there for sure, but here you don't need to do that. So I still recommend, if you're going to be successful in here, you got to be very flexible and try not to absorb all the BS that you see on the internet, the tax stuff and all. It's just you got to use logic when it comes to these. I think what happens, from my experience, this year was 7 years being in Thailand. My experience is that they like to come up with regulations. They like to come up with this stuff, but they don't really understand the mechanics of it. Like, I think they have a difficult time managing things, because when you manage it, you have to depend on an entire groups and subgroups of people to make your idea work. So I think that gets complicated here. You know, so they want to implement this or implement that, but they're just not really quite sure how to manage it and keep it going. So I think that's always a problem since I've been here. And if it wasn't for, I have to be honest, if it wasn't for me doing this YouTube, I would not even know. Like, nothing has really affected me that much. Not a whole lot has changed, but the thing that I really noticed that changed was the fact that let's see, the 800,000 baht deposit for the retirement visa. It used to be you had to have the money in for 3 months prior to your extension every year, and that was it. So they changed that to 3 months. This is only on the retirement, the O visa, retirement O visa, which is what I got, non-immigrant O. You need it 3 months before, 3 months after, and it can't dip below 400,000 baht. So the logic doesn't really make sense to me. A lot of things really don't logically make sense to me anyway here in Thailand, but if you want me to have funds in the account, but I can't use them, what's the sense of having a retirement account? Like, you want me to have the 800,000 just in case there is a problem, a medical problem. We need to have the money to pay for that. But if it goes below 400,000 baht, if I have a catastrophe and I have to use that money, then I can't stay here next year. I have to leave the country and I have to redo my visa process again. Because I had a catastrophe from the money that you wanted me to have in the account. So you have to basically leave that money in the account, and then you have to bring money over here to live on. So that's the only thing. And it's not really that much money. We're only talking like $20,000 or something like that. And a lot of people say, I would never put that money. It's dead money in Thailand. I would never invest that. But, you know, we all think differently, of course. And I don't try to steer anybody from the way that they think. Do whatever makes sense to you logically. You're the one that has to live with it. So for me, it's like I'm blessed to be able to be here in this economy and be able to make my money go very, very far. So to have money in an account back in the U.S., which I do, most of the money's there, but to have let's say 20,000 in an account drawing 6% at the most, you know, just think how far retiring over here your money can go. Like, things are very, very inexpensive. So I'm able to actually use my money the way I want to and have a life that I probably couldn't have back in. If I had to go back to the States, of course, I'd make it work. We'd have a good time, but I can't have the quality of life there like I have here for sure, as far as the traveling and roaming around like we did. Your money's not going to go very far. So that's just my opinion on that. But I had a little vote on the community page about the video length. Let me just blah, blah, blah for just a moment like I always do. And then I'll get to some questions. But as far as making videos every year, now last year I promised you guys, look at my new cup here. Is that awesome? That thing is huge though. Of course, everything's big in Texas, you know. So, what the hell was I saying? Oh, I promised last year that I would make a video every day, an everyday life video, and I would say, I don't know if I can do it, but let me try. And I pretty much have. There's been a couple of days that I didn't, and there's been a couple of days where I've had 2 videos out. So this year, I did a video every day. Did it benefit everybody? For me, it was no big deal. I actually enjoyed it. The problem I saw with it is that, not everybody has time every day to go home and watch a video. They got stuff to do, and then they get behind a little bit, and then it just gets far behind, and then you don't quite understand what's happening. So I don't know. The vote was pretty much up to me, or you guys wanted me to continue to make the everyday life videos. So we'll see how it goes. It's not a burden for me. It's just a lack of interest on your guys' part. I don't want to lose that interest. And it's not like I'm sharing stuff like this is how you go to Chiang Mai and where to go and where to stay, because I've said this many times. There's so many YouTubers in Thailand, and we just seem to tend to talk about the same things over and over again. It's like a big giant circle, and everybody's just got their spin on it. So I try not to do the repertory stuff, and I do have those videos in my video list, but and I make those a lot of times because I get some of the same questions. So I make a video so I can share that link to try to answer that stuff. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next year, if I'm going to do a video every other day, 3 days a week, or I think 3 days a week was the least popular vote. So, I'm not sure what to do on that, but I still enjoy making the videos. And when you retire, I think it's important for you to just do whatever makes sense to you, because you're not really obligated to anybody anymore. You're not obligated to an environment that expects you to perform or act or show up or do things that you don't want to do necessarily. But I made a couple of posts about that on the internet, and a lot of people disagree with me, but I was only sharing my experience on retirement and what it means to me. But I used my father as an example. My father enjoys what he's doing. He's done it all of his life, and I don't think he wants to stop. I think that's his happiness, and I think that's the most important thing to do, is do whatever makes sense to you and whatever makes you happy. I'm not saying retire and sit around and try to find something new, but I am saying that if you do retire and you don't know what you're going to do, a lot of times you find things new in your life if you don't have a whole lot of expectations, and you discover things that you may like that you didn't know you liked. For example, the bike riding thing. I would never ride a bicycle in America. That's retarded. Oh, I can't say that anymore. Sorry. Somebody who needs to send me the list of all the politically correct things I could say. Lord, I apologize. I would never ride a bike in the United States because I'd probably get run over, and I don't need to. I just drive everywhere. More or less drive a motorcycle there. But I really enjoy it, and I found myself like kind of feeling free, like a little bit of freedom. I'm not going to walk across town, but I felt really good about riding the bike, and I discovered something new that I really enjoyed. And I didn't know that I would do that. And making YouTube videos, like I started making YouTube videos. I did a couple like on some cruise ships of some friends and stuff, just so we could have my first time ever making a video. A mosquito. Their mosquitoes are bad right now. Come on, you little bastard. I love this tool. I made a couple videos of traveling, but I started making the videos in the travel trailer, and they kind of, I look back on those, and it's like, yeah, they kind of suck, but it's to be expected. But I've learned to really enjoy the editing part and making the videos and sharing our experiences and meeting people and helping people and all kinds of things. So come say hi, babe. Paige is coming up here. Don't touch the Christmas tree, though. Good morning. They can only see like a little bit of you. Yeah. I couldn't probably make it here. Actually, I could probably make it in Thailand without Paige, but I don't know how long. She is a good balance for me, always happy. And a lot of people say, oh, Paige doesn't talk enough, or I don't understand her. Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. She's not going to get on the camera and start sharing her opinion to everybody.
You don't want to hear it.
Yeah, Paige is very intellectual. We just have a good time, and I'd rather her just be goofy, happy, pooky than some crazy, like, I better stop. But she does like to aggravate.
No, no.
Good morning, Daz.
Hey, Daz. You like my Christmas tree?
Yeah, but anyway, it's been a good year. You have a good year this year?
Mm-hmm.
What is what do you want to do? What do you want to do next year? The most you want to do next year? Or where do you want to go? What do you want to do next year? The problem is Paige she doesn't think past probably tomorrow. So you have an idea of what the funnest thing you want to do next year?
Not yet.
Not yet. Are we going to Shanghai?
We're going to go to Japan with Laurie.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go to Japan. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go back to Japan. We might spend an extended period of time in Japan. I would love to do that. So, be what testing?
Beer tasting.
Oh, beer testing. All right, babe. Well, thank you for showing up. I appreciate that. My brother-in-law's here. He came the other day. He's downstairs right now, or he may have went walking to the Lao market. We're going to take the ladies to Nakhon Phanom tomorrow. They're having their Winter Light Festival. I think that's what they call it. Like Christmas light stuff. The Christmas stuff stays up all year in Thailand. I think it's just they love a celebration. There's a whole lot of things I love about Thailand, and then the happy, celebrating, not worrying too much or overthinking stuff is a big plus to me. The overthinking is just in our blood, I think. But when I hear Westerners or I'm around them and I just hear it all the time, it's like, why this? Why they should do this? They do that. Like, oh my God, what do you want to do? Just deal with whatever it is. Some days are good, some days are bad. Some things are good, some things are not good. It's like food. You go to your favorite restaurant. It's always hit and miss. Like sometimes the food's good, sometimes it's not good. You just go with it. If you're the type of person, well, I'm never going to go back there again because I have one meal. It only affects you anyway. So we're having our Christmas party here Sunday. Actually, it's going to be a big party like that, like we always have. They really love that. I'm glad we started that. I think this is like on our fifth year, maybe. I think we didn't have anything during the BS time. But, we have the white elephant thing. I don't know what you call it. Where, you bring a gift and you draw a number. I think it's called a couple of different things, but, I don't know. The problem is I'm dealing with a whole lot of different cultures, and when I say stuff, it doesn't make sense to some people because you say it differently, but I don't know. Half the time I don't even know what the hell I'm saying, so... I want to go back to a few islands called Tao, all the coals, I want to spend a month in Koh Chang this time. I've already talked to Mom. We're probably going to bring Mom with us to Koh Chang for a month. I think she'll like that. And I told my mom is doing great. I brought my mom here. This is actually going on almost 2 years with mom, believe it or not. July, well, not 2 years. July will be 2 years. Yeah. She's doing great. Like, my mom is, she's acclimating slowly. It's difficult, I understand, for her at her age to try to absorb all this, but I'm so very proud of her, and she's doing so well. And I thought the language barrier would make her crazy. I think it does to a little bit, but she's accepted a lot of stuff. She got here, she really was loving the Thai food, and she had a couple of bad dishes, and she just kind of steered away from it. So the food thing is a problem for her. She can cook, and she gets what she needs, basic stuff. And I've been taking her around a little bit more now since she's been able to walk better. And she's discovering a lot more about the area that she lives in. Nakhon Phanom is huge. Nakhon Phanom is a lot. It's probably, I don't know how many, maybe 5 times bigger than where she come from in Prachuap. And there's just a lot more stuff for her to do. It doesn't have an ocean, but she's got a very beautiful view of the Mekong River. The Mekong River is a very massive, beautiful thing. And overlooking the mountains in Laos is a beautiful thing. I don't know, my mom only drove by the ocean in Prachuap anyway, so now she can sit there and enjoy it from her back patio. And it's pretty quiet where she's at, so. They're building a mall. They've already started the groundwork. They're building a Robinson's Mall, which will have a top supermarket, which will be another thing. The food thing's just important for us foreigners, right? We got to have our familiarities. So I think food is probably the most thing for people who don't eat everything like me, I guess. But I mean, I enjoy all kinds of food. But I do enjoy my comfort food that I'm used to when I'm traveling and it's available. And, it's just the way it is. But there's going to be a Tops in the Robinson's Mall, which Tops it's a high-end supermarket, and they do have a lot of imported stuff and better quality meats. And anyway, they've already started the ground, and once they get the thing concreted in, it's going to go up pretty fast. So I would imagine in the next few months, my mom's going to have a Robinson's Mall. Her driver, she still doing good, and she has Grab. There's about 15 Grab taxis at her disposal on her telephone if she needs to go somewhere and can't get a hold of a regular driver. It's working out good there for my mom. But I want her to know, and she does. That could just be her home base. She pays for the year. She could close everything up and go to the beach for a month or 2 months or do whatever the heck she wants to do. She doesn't have to be stationary, but she's still working on her strength. She needs to be able to walk down the beach without falling, for sure. So anyway, my mom is doing great. Me and Paige are doing good. The family here is fine. My father-in-law is doing good. My father-in-law, just a quick update on what's going on with the shop. He's still making tuk-tuks. They're still available. I've made a couple of videos. Yes, foreigners can own them. It has to be in a farm use type. You just can't get a commercial license for it. The beautiful thing about Thailand, especially here, there's no police checks. Nobody's checking anything. They're not going to stop you and say, hey, what are you doing? Unless you got in an accident or something like that. And that's just here, but a lot of places outside of the heavy tourist areas are like that. The building that he's in he's been producing the tuk-tuks out of this place for over 30 years, I think. The people that own it are getting old, and they want to get rid of they want to split the video. They want to split the land and the building up with the kids. So my father-in-law is going to have to move out of there within the next year to 2 years. And I don't know what he's going to do. He got an offer to buy the place, but we don't know exactly if that's going to come through or not. So I don't know what's going to happen if he does retire. He's going to probably make everybody insane. I don't know. I don't think he'll ever stop selling the parts, though, so he'll probably have something to do. Unless he sells it and they want everything. But anyway, that's basically all that's going on. Yeah, we got New Year's. We're going to have a New Year's party here. So next year, I don't know what I'm going to change. I'm thankful to have the 75,000 subscribers that we have. I think I've got just a regular crowd that watches our videos, and we don't get too many new people, I think, because when they're coming in the middle of a video with just me, blah, they don't quite understand, because it's not a video like about a topic, you know, and they're like, what the hell's going on here? So it's a little, I don't know, maybe I could change up my beginning parts of the videos to make it more appealing for somebody to be interested in and continuing to watch the video. I'm not sure. I'm not really trying to overthink it, and I get bored really quick. You guys have seen with my intros and my video techniques, and just my whole editing stuff changes drastically, I think, throughout the year. But, you know, it's just I like to be creative and not really overthink too much, and just try to do stuff easily. I can do a 30-minute video probably in about, and I don't just sit at the computer for the whole time for an hour. And, you know, I'm pretty good with my time, especially when it comes to the editing part. But that's about it. That's enough about me. I hope everybody still stays with us next year, and I'm going to try to always move forward and evolve and make things better. A lot of people give me suggestions. Some of the suggestions are just, you know, oh, I can't sit there and watch your video too long, or can you? I think this one guy today says, hey, can you stop driving so fast so I can read the sign, or, you know, just little things like that. Just like, you know, stop. Anyway, Seinfeld is basically what my channel is similar to. I've never really watched maybe 2 episodes of Seinfeld, but you know, I want to bring Thailand to you. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to dramatize everything. Sometimes my titles are that way, but you got a lot of people. I think most people understand that advertising is the key to somebody looking at your product. And if you don't have a pretty picture or some kind of catchy phrase, nobody's interested. So sometimes you have to dramatize something to make it appealing. Unfortunately, the world is into drama, you know, death and destruction and sex is what sells still, you know. So I'm not promoting sex or anything like that on my channel. I just don't feel like it. That's too much stuff on the internet, and I'll probably, you know, I'm not going to put a G-string on Paige and follow her around, you know. It's just not going to happen. So I don't want that extra, you know, 50,000 onlookers of those kind of people. So I'm thankful for the normal people that we have. Not saying they're not normal, I'm just saying the regular people that continuously watch this channel. And when I do have a dramatized video, we get a lot of new viewers, and sometimes they don't stick around, and sometimes they make crazy comments and this and that. So, but anyway, I'm only going to do what makes sense to me, and I do listen to you guys, believe it or not. Sometimes on your replies, on your comments, they're kind of crazy, and sometimes I reach out back to you kind of in a crazy way too. So I've calmed down quite a bit, I think, on my sarcasm on the videos, though. I don't know if you guys realize that or not, but I've tried to edit a lot of that stuff out, and a lot of that is help from Paige. It's like, hey, you probably shouldn't say that. I'm like, well, it's my damn channel. I'll say what I want to say. But no, you're right. I got to stop. Anyway, moving forward, it's going to be a great year. If you guys got any questions, some topics about something, I've already been on here. I've talked for 30 minutes already. And the problem is I think I talk too much. So, but hey, it's my channel. What do you want me to do? Good morning, everybody. I see we have a lot of awesome people. Time to get going. Finally got to meet you. It was very nice to meet you guys. We went to a party at Dave's housewarming. It was a fun time. Got to meet some people. I want to have a meetup somewhere, probably Bangkok, at my friend's restaurant there on Soy 11, the Jamaican restaurant. I need to get with him. I've already talked to him a little bit about it, so maybe up that way here soon. I'm not sure. So, Pagan Life in Udon Thani. Hello, Nikki, Brock, Mike, Gator, Jake. Good to see you. Aaron, good to see you. Everybody, good morning. Udon's definitely always going to be our place to go, our place to be. It's a close place for us to go enjoy some little shopping and get away. I still love udon. Let's see. Silva M, good to meet you. Any trips with Joe? We don't really have anything planned quite yet. I don't have any trips planned at the moment, really, with anybody. I just started looking at something. I got to get my extension done, I think, next month, coming up soon, and on the 4th. And then I'll start making a plan. I promised a group of people I would go spend more time in Jomtien and go play some golf. So we may do 4 or 5 nights in Jomtien and then go to Rayong and go to Koh Samet. We've only been to Koh Samet one time. And I'd like to go back to Koh Samet. So that's the only thing in the immediate plans. And then, like I said, March, we're going to make a 2.5, 3 week trip back to the States, Texas, Florida, and Northern California. The only reason why I'm going to California is that's where my daughter lives. Daz lives close to my daughter too, so we may fly back. We may plan it to where we fly back together, because I know he gets lonely on the plane. They always put him in a seat by himself, and he always shares pictures to me, and I just tell him it's because you're big and ugly. That's why nobody wants to sit next to you. So I think he gets lonely on the plane. Good morning, Daz. Okay, Mike Allen, do you still plan on going to Koh Samet in January? I just said that. Maybe you probably put that up before I said that. So, Nikki's an awesome subscriber. Nikki also has a YouTube channel. Reminder to hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Hey, you know what? I got these little banner things. Let's see. I always forget to do that, you know. I always forget a lot of things. Daz, good to have friends like me, isn't it? All right, let me go through some of these comments. Dave, good morning, Dave. If you're going to stop the sarcasm, I'm out of here. Brock, I don't listen to you guys. Yeah, you guys are. I've met so many wonderful Australians and get along pretty well. Not all of them. A couple of you guys are really weirdos, especially some of you other vloggers. But I've met some awesome Aussies. But there's weirdos everywhere. Carletto, Chuck, what do you think about Colipe? I've been there, I think, 3 times. It's a beautiful first-time island experience. It's not too busy, but it has a lot of stuff to accommodate Westerners. It's overpriced. It's beautiful. A lot of islands are overpriced, not Koh Chang, but it's a good visit if you're new to Thailand. I'll just say that. It's very touristy, but it's a lot of good food in that area, that southern part of Thailand, and that's I think it's in the province of Satun. Gator Jake, I found your channel from your original Koh Samet videos. I was looking for reviews on a place, and so you got me on a review. One time I had an informational video. If it was probably me just stumbling around eating crap you probably would have just said, "Who's this weirdo?" Thanks, Jake. You've been with us for a long time. We're gonna be in South Florida pretty soon. Maybe we can hook up for. I almost said Mexican food, but it sucks in Florida. You know, a meal of some sort. Gucci. Gucci, good morning, Gucci. Hello, sister. How are you? We'll be spending some time with you, I think, tomorrow. Tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Thailand e-biker, how are you? Come for an e-mountain bike ride up to Nake in the jungle. Yeah, you've invited me a bunch. I've had some bike. I would talk about my bike real quick. I took a ride to Sakonnakhon the other day, and my charger started freaking out. So I came home, and I shouldn't be telling you this, but my bicycle is kind of it's a hybrid, like it's a Frankenstein bike. Like I just built this thing. I think I did pretty good engineering this thing together, but I couldn't get the exact charger to match the plug, so I just ordered a charger, a 56.4 volt charger, and I just going to rewire the terminal. But the charger I got, it had a green and red wire, and I was thinking, okay, green is neutral, red is going to be positive. I hooked it up and I plugged it into the battery, and I shorted out the management system on the lithium ion kit. It's got a battery management module, and I burned it up. So I ordered another one, and I'm not really familiar with this part of the e-bikes, and I didn't know. I got the exact, it wasn't actually exact, but it was a 48 volt module, but it was a 13 pin instead of a 10 pin. And I was like, you know what, screw it. So I started looking at batteries, and I found actually batteries are a lot cheaper now. I think I paid like $7,000 for that battery. So I found one, and it was 3,500 baht. It is a 48 volt, 56.4 lithium ion, 100 watt hour battery. It looks like a 10,000 watt battery, and it has a 100 amp hour. Sorry, let me back up. 100 amp hour battery. It's like, holy crap! The one that I have is 20 amp hour, so I got it coming, and yeah, I'm excited about that. But yeah, hopefully we can get some bike trips in this year. Village Phalang, thank you very much. No Singha for me. Leo's for Paige. I still. I go both ways with Singha or Leo. Relax, Daz. Don't get excited. There's a lot of great places to eat in Damnian Saduak. I'm just guessing because you spelt it in English. Damnian Saduak. Saduak means fun. Can't even get a decent pizza. Hi, Tim, if you're watching. Spell it in Thai. I might be able to say it better. Nikki, love super chat. Thanks, Village Phalang. Lovely super chat. I'm always making fun of British people because they're always making fun of me. But I have a lot of British subscribers, and Nikki is one of them. So I know you guys enjoy the back and forth as long as it's not directly at you. Mike, I call everything below Orlando area South Florida. Well, we're probably going to be staying in Fort Lauderdale, but I was raised in Hialeah, and that's where my dad lives. So, but he still works down on South Beach. I don't know how long I'm going to stay there. Let's see if I can keep up. We got 152 people, which is not too bad in the chat, which is actually pretty good. I try not to advertise too much. There was one time I was getting like 400 people in the chat, and it was too much, I'd rather them come just a little bit later and watch. It was 12 degrees Celsius here this morning. It's freezing. Yeah, I said it, freezing. Home of the floating markets. Okay. There's so many floating markets now. Well, there's always been floating markets. The one in Bangkok is pretty cool. I think there's one in Amphoe. I don't remember. Robert, good morning. And Patia, hope you're enjoying yourself with you and your lovely wife. Let me back up here. 69 Phuket, glad you're still sticking in there despite the alarming vid titles. You guys are doing the Thai life in Manchester. You know, sometimes I think that the titles, here's the problem with the title. The title is the hardest thing for me to do. Let's talk about this for just a minute. Because it's a random video. It's an off-topic video. And it's hard for me to make a title to make it appealing. So most of the people that leave the comments about clickbait or this and that is because they didn't really watch the video. They were interested in something like going back home. Like I'm going to go back to my home is in the Nakhon Phanom, like that's where I live. And if they at least read the description, they'll see what I mean by that. But they'll think, oh, I'm just lost it and I'm going back home because I'm a loser, you know. And I think a lot of times it's their expectation. I'm not talking about you, your comment. I'm just talking about in general of what I get with the clickbait titles. And you know, it's about something that happened in the video, but they didn't take the time to watch the video, so they just assume I'm making stuff up. And a lot of times it's their expectations about what they think the title means to them. So is it a little off base, like, you know, like something appealing? Of course it is. Like, you know, you're not going to sell a hamburger with a shitty picture. You're going to have to juice it up, and it's probably not going to look like that when you're done cooking it, right? So you have to do these things as a creator of anything. You know, you don't take a picture for your car for sale with mud all on the side of it. You know, you're going to armor all the tires, right? Even though they're bald. So that's the hardest thing for me is the title. But a lot of the thing is it's your expectation of what you think what it means. And yeah, that's the hardest thing to do with anything. It's not like I'm saying, hey, this is the best place to eat in Chiang Rai. How to stay long-term in Thailand. You know, it's not a topic. It's just something that happened randomly throughout the day. So anyway, I know a lot of people, they're not even going to watch this video, and they're going to continuously do that. The clickbait comments annoy me because they don't really understand what it takes to be a creator of something where you want somebody to watch it. So their comments usually never get through. It's annoying to me. And you never see it. That's another thing. You know, let's talk about freedom of speech. Yeah, we all have an opinion and a right to share our opinion. But, you know, it's like, let's just simplify it. Like if I come into your house and I say, hey, you know, your wife's cooking is not good. Your wife needs to speak up when she talks. You need to move this couch over here. It'll fit better in the corner. You need to start waking up earlier and doing some exercise. And you probably should take out some salt and sugar out of your diet. And how would that make you feel if I came into your home and did that? I probably couldn't get 2 of those sentences out of my mouth before you threw me out of the house. So the next step is like your Facebook page. So your Facebook page is someplace, or your social media, whatever it is where you share your personal stuff. And normally it's only to friends and people you choose and not open to the public. I think what most people do. And, you know, if somebody gets through and starts to criticize you in a way that you don't like because you're sharing your personal thoughts and beliefs and thinking on a social media group, you probably will delete that person. You're not going to just say, well, you have the right to do that. It's like if I came up to your face and told you those things, you're not going to go, well, I guess that's just the way it is. You have a right to say that. No, like that's not going to friggin' happen. So on the YouTube, I'm sharing my life and my personal thoughts and my journey on there. And, you know, criticism is one thing, but the derogatory, like, I need to feel a little bit better by degrading you. by I'm looking for some attention stuff. Nobody wants to hear that stuff. Nobody wants to see it, and it's just not necessary. So, you don't have the right to go on anybody's social media and start telling people how to dress, or what you think compared to what yourself, because you're not sharing. You're only telling people, not you. I'm just talking in general to these people. They're not sharing their mishaps. They're only trying to make themselves feel better about themselves by doing that. So that's my thinking on that. So, when I first started making YouTube videos, I was trying to have conversations with these people, and I was like, I've never experienced that before. But they don't want a conversation. They want to get you angered at them because that's their justification. So anyway, that was a little off topic. Let me back up here a little bit. Carmela Fountain Blue opened last week. I don't think it closes, to be honest with you. My dad's the big guy in the hallway with the gun and the white hair when you walk in. I don't think I think he works Christmas. He's even there when they're having to close up when there's a hurricane, because there's people that live there permanently. Nikki, your videos are always positive. I love the banter. Your daily. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. I do this because I enjoy it, and I know I've got you and at least 10 to 13,000 regular viewers. 48 minutes. PK, you've spent the last 10 years doing YouTube. Trailer trash. Oh, that's sarcasm. You've put 10,000 hours into sharing your life with Paige. Grew your channel. Freaking awesome. Thank you. That sounds more like work, the way you described it. I know it was a compliment, but I was like, no, sometimes people, they travel everywhere and they take a bunch of pictures and they share it on Facebook, I love Thailand. I love the fact that I feel so free now, and I just want to share. I want to share it. I'm not trying to convert you. I'm just trying to share life in a positive way. And you guys don't see it, but it's people share a lot of positive stuff, feedback back to me. And man, it's really rewarding. That's the biggest reward for me. Dave, sorry. You could just stay with all the same page. You could just stay with all the same page as Happy Today. Dave is coming here to be Santa Claus. Now I said it on the live stream. He's going to be Santa Claus this year for the school. We're still doing the school project every year. That's another thing that's very meaningful for me. The kids really love to be on YouTube. I think that's the highlight of their Christmas party, is for them to go back and look at it on YouTube. So I've been committed to that for the kids, I think now for, 5 or 6 years. We sponsor throughout the year field trips, supplies. They don't ask for hardly anything, but this school right here is very deprived because it doesn't have the funding. They're all government schools, and it's based on community and students, and this one gets left behind. And it's not fair that they can't enjoy the things that the bigger schools can enjoy. So I can't control that, but what I can do is donate to the school and share it. And by me doing that, this has created a lot of good, because other people see, hey, when I come to Thailand, I could do that. I could sponsor a school. I could help, I could go buy an ice cream truck for the day and park it in front of the school and do a good deed. These kids will never forget the fact that a foreigner came to their school and showed them some love, So I enjoy doing that for the kids. and I enjoy creating something that people can see in a positive way that might motivate them to do something good. That being said, we still have the GoFundMe account from Paige's GoFundMe account. If you guys wish to donate for the school project this year, we've got quite a few donations. I haven't really been talking about it much or advertising it. I'll put it in the description box of the video today after it's over again on how to get there. And yeah, hang on a second, I gotta change rooms. I'm back. So yeah, we're still having the Christmas party. Good morning, Tommy. Good to see you. PK, Chuck, this is your channel. It's no off topic. There really is not a whole lot of topics, and I'm just usually rambling on. I think, sometimes I watch my videos and the intro, I'm talking too much about stuff. Nikki, thank you very much. Let me back up real quick. Hang on. I'm getting behind on the comments. Thank you very much for the donation, Nikki. Actually, I haven't got there yet. There it is. Yeah, I talk a little bit too much, I think, at the beginning of the videos, and I'm losing people. So I may change my strategy over the, like the B-roll stuff or something to keep it going. I think. I'm not sure. It's still an artistic thing for me. Like, you still want your videos to be enjoyable. You want to try to edit out the unnecessary stuff. But not everybody's interested in this lifestyle. They may be interested in a topic that's buried in the video, but not really interested in the rest of the day stuff that comes along with the video. But I can't do nothing about that. Carmela, so glad you're doing that for the kids. It's it's satisfying to see the kids happy. And it's not a spiritual thing like Christmas. I'm trying to teach them about Jesus and all this stuff. It's just about them having a normal, healthy, childhood in school. Like, kids need to have the proper sporting equipment. Last year, if you guys are new to the channel, the teachers, they rented us all the years prior. They had a company come put a stage up for them, and they have their parties. Well, the stage, depending on the company, would be between 10 and 20,000 baht for the stage to rent it. So the superintendent, which is a friend of the family, said, hey, what if we could get like a new stage? And that way we don't have to rent it. It would make more sense. And Paige asked her how much. She said 30,000 baht. Paige told me, I said, just give them the money. That's, yeah, $1,000 or 2,700. I mean, not just under $1,000. Yeah. I said, just do it. That makes that makes a much more better sense. Well, I shared that, and then all of a sudden people wanted to donate it. So what we ended up with everybody's help, we ended up extending the side of the building with a roof, tiling the whole part, building a massive stage with a backdrop curtain. And I mean, this thing is massive. And it's something the kids were just amazed. And now they can have plays and do stuff and dancing competitions and all kinds of stuff that they would have never had the opportunity to do without the help of you guys. So that's extremely, extremely rewarding to me. And those kids will never forget that. And I always make sure they know that it's you guys that are doing this, and that they understand how it works. Robert Tatrum, Chuck and Paige, I've been watching since you and Paige were traveling around America in a trailer and truck just before you sold it and moved to Thailand, and even learned some Thai. Thank you so very much, Robert, for sticking with us. That means a lot to me that you... I lost almost all of my subscribers to from the travel trailer video. Not that I had many. When I come in, like, Thailand, what the hell is that? Why are you moving to China? Anyway. I got to go back to work. Okay, well, have a great, successful work day. I appreciate it. Dave's World, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you too. Right now would be a great time to hit that thumbs up. Thank you very much for that, Jake. I appreciate it, sir. Soul Sound, you and Paige are brilliant. Thank you. Don't change a thing. Everyone probably thinks the same if they watch your videos religiously. I've watched you from nearly the start. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Now, I'm not trying to change anything. Just trying to, trying to just modify it in a better way. So, I did need to calm down a little bit on my sarcasm, I think, because even today, like I post a video about the last few videos have been about bike riding. I don't gain subscribers. I lost 15 subscribers on 3 videos just because I make a video about riding a bicycle in Thailand. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe this guy's riding the Nakhon. I'm unsubscribed. I don't really understand how that works. I think it's probably not an unsubscription. I think it's just YouTube is deleting my subscribers. But the only reason why I say that is because they come to me and tell, or they send me a message. Why did you unsubscribe me? I don't know. I didn't. Sorry. I can't do anything about YouTube's computer. I know you guys don't care much about the YouTube stuff and the comments and this and that. That's not really why you're not watching my videos. But the thing is, I'm sharing everyday life, and this is just part of my life. It's just the topic of the moment that I'm going through my mind. So I'm sure there's a lot, like the people don't really care about the bike riding stuff. Like they have no interest in that. So I get it. It's not, every video is not going to be for everybody. I talked about my mom, Carmela, at the beginning of this video. You can back up. I don't want to completely talk about it again, but my mom is doing awesome. Jack, good to see you, Jack. Working on your shirt still. I told Paige I got to go ask her. I need to order some more shirts. From the message that you sent me the other day. Noe and I are proud to be members of your channel. We know our donations go towards a great cause. We do the same here when we're in Thailand. You and Paige keep up the great work. Now, also, we have a members channel, a members portion of this channel. I started a few months ago, and it's just some behind the scenes stuff. And it's an opportunity for you guys to support the channel, or a way to support the channel. And I really appreciate you guys. That has grown quite a bit. And I try to make a video for you guys as much as I can on that. So as it grows, hopefully I can do some live streams on it. So that's growing too, as far as what I'm going to do to that portion of the channel. Tommy, I really like Paige getting more involved. Yeah, Paige is evolving a little bit with the channel. I mean, it's never been a problem with her, but Paige has always been fairly quiet. English speaking quiet. When she's around Thai people, she won't be quiet. And she's just been soft spoken, but that's okay. That's what I like about her, and that's all that really matters on that. So. But yeah, she enjoys videoing too. I gotta make some camera decisions this year. I'm thinking about just doing everything. I'm gonna get a new phone, upgrade my phone, and I might just do everything on my, not everything, but try to wean so much off of the GoPro. That's been a problem. I am gonna put something together and send GoPro I'm gonna write them a letter. And we'll see if they can gain my interest back or not. Probably not. What the hell should they care anyway, you know? Luis Cabo, good to see you. Stevie, best vlog on YouTube, always fabulous. Thank you very much. Chuck, you and Paige are great, and stand-up people giving is what it's all about. And you are definitely the one to know that for sure, Dave. Dave is the true Santa Claus. The true Santa Claus. And you're it's good to have people around you, not people around you that take advantage of you and that only want something from you. Those are easy to spot. But people that you enjoy being around and people that love you, it's a way better feeling than trying to save all your nickels. It's better, like I take the family out all the time to do stuff. And it's not like I do it because I feel like I have to pay or they expect me to pay. But, you know, I'm like, let's go, I'm paying. And it's just so much fun and enjoyable to be around that and to give. Than just to stay home and count my nickels, you know. David, as a Brit, sarcasm is our second language. You guys are extremely sarcastic, and I love that. But I will tell you this from somebody who's not British, and from my own experience, you guys do not like responses. Like, it's weird. Like where I come from and my Australian friends, like, you'll say something to me and I say it back. You're like, we love that. Like, that's funny. Like, we can continue to go. And I'm not trying to just pick on British people. I'm just, since we're on the topic here, it's like, if I reply to a lot of British people, they're like, oh my God, you're so sensitive. What is your problem? Like, what do you mean I'm sensitive? I'm replying back to you. You're giving me a sarcastic, crazy comment and I'm responding back. What did you want me to do? Go, okay, I guess you're right. Sorry. Thank you very much for the comment. Have a nice day. I'll try to change my life for you. No, that's not what you're going to get from me. But I've learned so much from living here and being around a whole bunch of different cultures and stuff. I have a tremendous following of British people on my channel. So, but I mean, Americans are definitely, we got our issues. I always say, you know, no matter where you come from, there's assholes everywhere. So, but you guys need to lighten up on the replies, you know, come on. I'm not trying to be sensitive. I'm just responding back to you. It's okay. We don't have to agree. And I don't have to agree with you or you know, or whatever, you know, too. So, but you guys are extremely sarcastic, and I love that about you guys. Just not really good on on taking a response. Tell me if I'm wrong about that. Mike, I've read literally thousands of comments on your channel. It's entertaining and informative at times. Yeah, I try to get rid of this. I want to keep the comment section clean because I want people share their personal stuff on there, and I want to keep that going. And if people sharing their personal stuff and continue, oh, you shouldn't be with that tramp, she's just going to take your money. You know, I don't need that because I want people to share their experiences, good or bad, you know. This is my channel, damn it. Brock's Travel. Brock. I met Brock. I think I met you once or twice, Brock. You're a funny guy. I have replied to some of Cuck's complainers. In a slightly sarcastic manner. They seem to get annoyed for some reason. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's 2:00 in the morning, Nikki. Go to sleep. We'll see you tomorrow. FC, you should start uploading in 4K if possible. You have great content, but the video quality is noticeably lower than some of the other channels. I do a 30-minute video of just random stuff throughout Thailand. I'm not really showing like a lot of drone footage and trying to get your attention on B-roll stuff. If I wanted to, I could create a massive channel. Like I could go do the work and I could do the right thing. I'm just not interested in that anymore. I don't do 4K because I don't feel the quality. I've done 4K and I've compared the two, and it's not, on my type of video, it doesn't make a difference. It takes forever to render the video. When you're trying to do videos every day, it's important to be able to be efficient doing it. So I don't feel it's necessary. It takes too long to render, and it doesn't make that much of a difference. And I feel the quality is just, I don't rarely have any complaints about the quality. A lot of times it's their internet connection that's the problem. But I'm not doing 4K because it just doesn't make that much of a difference on my content. And it takes too long to even upload it. Anyway, a lot of people can't even watch it in 4K. A lot of people watch it on their computer, or they watch it on their phone, or this and that. They're not watching it on their big TV. But I appreciate you saying I'm not. I want to make the experience as pleasant as possible, but it has to be efficient. You know what I mean? It has to make sense. Brits are like military, but military. Like I was in the military, and it's like my buddies in the automotive shop. I mean, we cutthroat each other. Like it's not even funny sometimes, but we just, it's just part of the deal. Glad to see you guys are like that too. Maybe it's just an American thing. As I always get that, it must be an American thing. Yeah, it's 330 million people from all over the planet living in one place. We're all exactly the same. Maybe it's just a thing where the English and I don't know. I never experienced that until I came to Thailand. Nikki says most Brits are arseholes. Nikki's my British friend. Like Nick Dean. I don't know if you guys know Nick. He's an awesome guy. He's funny. Met a few people that own businesses that are British. I have a lot of British friends. I have a lot of black friends. I'm not trying to sound like that guy. But you guys need to lighten up on the replies. It's all about the content, no 4K. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I've tried it, and a lot of people have made suggestions to me, and I said, well, let me try it. And I just can't see like, oh my God, this is so much better. I need to take the time. I need to just go ahead and do this. Like I just don't see it. Come watch my videos and you'll really appreciate Chuck's. No. Your people love you. Don't. I think the most important thing about being a content creator is you need to be yourself. So there's a lot of people out there that are flamboyant. I made a comment to another YouTuber once. He asked me, and I'm going to share this on the internet. And it doesn't really matter, man. I don't give a crap what other people think about me. The guy who started out making the videos, and I don't remember his name, but he does the Thai videos about the race car stuff. I think he's very talented, and he's got a big following. I'm sure somebody will share his name here in the comment section. You know who I'm talking about. The car guy, tall guy with the glasses. Well, I'm not going to mention this other Australian YouTuber guy's name, but he mentioned something about what do I think about, or maybe it wasn't even him. It was in a live stream, and somebody asked me what I think, and I said he's like spastic. Well, apparently this means something different in Australia, like an insult. where I come from, you know, we say like in America, oh, when I was growing up, like, oh, you're a spaz, which meant like you were like really like exciting and it's very sarcastic, but it's like you were hyper and spastic, you know, like blah, 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 type thing. I don't know how to really thoroughly explain it. But he comes back at me and it's like, I can't believe you said this other vlogger. I can't believe you said this about my friend. And he showed me his little chat to him, and the guy, the tall, skinny vlogger guy says, well, I guess I made it when other vloggers are insulting me. Like, I don't even know if he knew what I said, but the other guy said that I insulted him and this and that. I was like, what is wrong with you people? You know, I don't really care, you know. But anyway, the point I was making is it's important to be yourself, because if you come off like this flamboyant, spastic person, you have to keep that up. You know, if that's not really who you are, you have to keep this persona up, you know, and I'm not ever going to be that guy. So sometimes I'm excited, sometimes I'm most of the time I'm you know, but it is, I is what I is. Lewis, Chuck, how close are you to how close to Royette are you? I'll be there in March and would love to meet you both. Depends on when you get here, Lewis, in March, because we're going to try to go back to the States probably after the first week of March. But I, let's see. Actually, you know what? I can look right now on, let me look real quick on Google. We're not that far. Okay. Hang on. We are 3 hours, 208 kilometers from Royette. There you go. So depending on when you're going to be here, yeah, it'd be good to meet you. You've always been an awesome supporter of the channel too. I appreciate that. Jake, Nick Dean is a great guy. Met up with him a couple times. Busy guy, but generous with his time. Nick Dean is a very giving, awesome person and very productive. Helps. He has a lot of business, but he has a good heart, and he's helped so many people. Nick Dean, if you haven't watched his content, it's mostly the bar stuff about Pattaya and stuff like that, but he really is a great guy. He really is. I really do like Dean. I didn't get to see him last time. We were gonna go meet up. He was doing we're gonna do like a surprise live stream event on his Sunday live streams. But I just really wasn't into going out there that day and doing that. Yeah, CB Media was the person that I was talking about. Honestly, I don't know the guy. I've never met him. He seems like a very talented. It takes a lot of work to make creative content for people to enjoy. And I think he does an exceptional job. I was just saying he was like excited, like. I wasn't really insulting the guy. I was just saying he has a lot of energy, but in an American type way of saying it. So, but whether the guy likes me or not, it doesn't really matter. I mean, just because he makes YouTubes and I make YouTube videos doesn't mean that we even have anything in interest, even though we're both American. It doesn't really matter to either one of us, I'm sure. Spastic is a term for an intellectual disability in a politically correct world. Being an older, sarcastic Aussie, I use it to get in trouble. Yeah, I figured it was a derogatory thing. If you look at what the being spastic means on the internet, you'll probably get a few different descriptions of that word. And where I come from, and the generation for me, we use that word as somebody, not like being what you're saying intellectually disabled, was just that somebody had a lot of excessive energy. But I figured it meant something bad. But that's just the thing. Like when I first come here and people are calling me Yank, hey Yank, like who the hell are you? I mean, in Texas, like we have Southerners and Yankees, right? And like, oh, you don't even know me. What are you trying to insult me? Call me a Yank? But that's not what it means in your world, right? So it's just, I don't know. People got to realize that we just talk differently, I think, you know. People need to lighten up and take things at face value. A comment is often just a comment, yeah. Okay, PK, I appreciate that. Brock says that, and I don't want to just keep talking about another YouTuber here, because you know, I want him to think we're talking bad, or somebody think that we're talking bad about their friend or something. That's probably the, well, I wouldn't take back the word I use. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's what I meant by it. I don't really watch much YouTube videos. I don't really have time to do that. And really, when people travel here, I don't expect them to watch my videos either, 100%. And I know my views have dropped off because right now is the time when a lot of people travel to Thailand. Soul Sound, I watch most of your videos on TV, no problem with quality. I've watched them on TV. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to do 4K. Some of it is so clear. I was like, oh, I need to get the camera further away from my face. If it was 4K, you'd probably see through my head. I don't think I want to do that. Daz is the most politically correct person I've ever met in my entire life. You know, I think me and Daz, well, Daz knew me from the channel before we met in Rayong quite a few years ago. And I didn't know Daz, period, but we got along pretty good. Daz is half Mexican. He's like my kids. My kids are half Mexican, but we always he calls me a redneck, and I always tell him some politically incorrect Mexican jokes. But we're friends and it's fun, and we don't. You know, it doesn't mean that we're being ugly and we're hating a culture or a race. People definitely need to lighten up about, like, you can't even joke around anymore. It's okay to joke around about white people, you know, but not anything else. I don't want to get into that topic, but it's a crazy world. And that's another thing I really love about Thailand. Like I had said something on a video about my friend Mitch being overweight. And I got so much crap, especially from I've got a lot of, you know, a more older women crowd because of my mom, and they gave me a slashing or a lashing or whatever about me saying that to my friend. I'm like, come on now. I know you probably never will come to Thailand, but that's how it is here. They'll either tell you you're beautiful, or you tell you got too much makeup on, or you're fat now. It's nothing. It's just the way it is, you know. I mean, people it's okay for them to say it to me, though, right? It's okay for them to insult me, but it's not okay for me to say something that might be insulting to them, you know. Funny. But that's one thing I love about Thailand is, you know, there are some things you can't talk about here, legally you can't talk about here. But other than that, it's pretty much you can say what you want and people don't get offended by it, you know. It is what it is. Ash, I love your Pink Floyd thing there. I love that. Political correctness is a tool for weak people to feel powerful. Face orange, raised eyebrow. Yeah, narcissistic is a word that they like to throw around. Like, they call me that a lot. Like, I don't really understand why. No, that would call me narcissist. A narcissist will never apologize and never admit that they're wrong. For me, I mean, that's not my character. I'm a very strong-minded person that likes to make my own decisions. I like to make my own path and go. So I think a lot of people are I think those people could possibly be just followers. and they don't like the fact that people are free thinkers sometimes. So it's crazy I get that word thrown around me quite a bit, but it's up to them. I don't care, whatever. So, Toby Price, I call my son one. He does not find it offensive at all. Yeah, they don't, I mean, yeah, they'll say, hey, one, oh, you're one. Yeah, I know, I've been traveling too much. You go, you're fat now. Yeah, I know, whatever. But anyway, they say nalak, which means like cute anyway, so who cares? I mean, it's not like I'm you're excessive, obese type person who's, trying to kill themselves, And I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. If somebody said that to me, I would be pissed. What, that you're fat? Are you fat? Who cares? Would you rather them say, oh, you look very good, you're very handsome, you look very healthy? You rather them sugarcoat it? I know you're probably joking around. Dark Side of the Moon. I just couldn't come up with that. I couldn't remember. But I love Pink Floyd. Gary Haynes, good to see you from Watsonville, California. Siberian Cat Chronicles. Chuck and Paige inspired me to move to Thailand. I hope it's everything that you expected it to be and more. 3PS Automotive. Chuck. Hi, Chuck. I am taking 5-week holiday from work and will travel Asia. Only have flight booked to London, to Bangkok, and find your video very helpful. Very cool. Yeah, I think it's best just to come and with very little expectations, kind of know where you're going to stay, what areas, and just kind of take it all in, I think where a lot of people fail is they expect it to be a certain way. And that's what I try to show in the video is that it's just, whatever happens to me is probably not going to happen to you. And a lot of it is based on you yourself. No, I'm not. Okay. Carmela is a skinny person. I'm sorry, perfect person. David, whatever happened to Sticks and Stones? I think it's the social media. I think people can be whatever they want to be and say whatever they want to say. We didn't have that crap when we were kids, right? You were either bullied, or you wore a dunce cap in front of the classroom and in front of your peers. Your consequence. There was consequences for everything back then. But now we live in this crazy world of virtual reality where we don't even know how to talk to anybody anymore, and face to face. And then we can be and say whatever we want to say on the internet. So I think in reality we become very sensitive about things now because we've pretended to be somebody that we're not on the internet, and then we're confronted in reality about it and like, oh shit, maybe I am an asshole, Oh well, maybe I am fat, But all these people that criticize me or you, they never show their flaws. They only want to tell you your flaws. Thai people say you're fat and not bad. Bat and eyelids. Same, but different up to me. Did somebody say, Tommy, you're skinny. I know you're skinny. But you eat a lot. I don't think it's your fault. I think it's your metabolism. Too many participation trophies. Yeah, everybody's a winner until you really get out in the world. That's one thing I wanted to teach my kids, was to be self-sufficient and realize that nobody really cares about you and your problems. The only people that are there for your life is your religion and your family. Nobody gives a crap about your ailments. And I taught them whatever you need to just work your way through it. You need to fail. Nobody's ever successful in their life without failing. And when you fail, everybody's going to point it out that you failed. And when you succeed, they're going to tell you how lucky you are. But it doesn't really matter. You need to do what's best for you and not worry about everybody else. I tried to instill that in my kids, and I think it worked, because they're all pretty smart and self-sufficient. Chuck, I like your honesty. I don't agree with all of your views, but that's okay. Could you imagine that we all thought the same? Like, that would be crazy. Like, a lot of stuff my friends say, I don't agree with them either, but that's just the way it is, you know? Yeah, I think it's crazy that people expect me to be in line with their thoughts, and when I step out of line from that, and I share some personal thoughts, and they don't agree with it, I'm unsubscribing. I'm out of here. Well, good luck to you in your life trying to figure out the exact everything that makes you happy, you know, because the real world doesn't care about your problems, you know. They don't care about my problems either. But I think it's a normal, like, it would be normal. Like, that's why we would have debates in school, and we would talk about things, and we wouldn't try to tell people how to live their life, you know. We would just accept the fact that, you know, maybe for me, it's like, whatever you are, good for you. You know, that's awesome. But if you're trying to convert me into you, that doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, I'm not doing that, but I don't expect everybody. And you shouldn't try to dislike people just because they don't think like you, you know. You guys see a lot of people that I hang out with, and we're not the same. Like, we do things a lot different, but that's what makes us friends. Jake, Americans have expectations and sometimes can't roll with the changes that happen in Thailand. Just go with it. Yeah, I think we do expect a lot too much, and we worry about too much stuff that's never going to happen. We worry about things that don't affect us, you know. Let me scroll down here to the bottom. Ron, good to see you again. I think my first conversation when I saw you, Ron, the other day was a joke. It was very cool meeting your daughter and seeing your wife again, and you. Yes, you. Yeah, it was very good to see you guys again. Life is harsh. Nothing is fair. Thick skin. Yeah. A lot of people say, "Yeah, Chuck, you should have thicker skin. You've done this for some." I'm like, that's just the thing. If I reply back to somebody, they think you're thin skinned because you have a response. You have a rebuttal, you know? That's weird, because where I come from, if you talk crap, you're going to get crap talked back to you. And that's just the way... you get back what you give. And I love that about Thailand too. You always get back what you give. But I guess in some cultures they just give, and they think if you talk back that you're not thick-skinned or you're sensitive. Like, no, I just don't really want to hear your shit, so I'm going to reply back to you. That's just about it. Yeah, it was good to meet her too. Oh, what a surprise. Nikki's back. I thought you were going to sleep. Yeah, the school party is actually going to be on the 27th this year. That was the best time for the school. And yeah, looking forward to that, which is good because we got to go. I got to get all of the stuff still at Macro. I would have already got it, but we're having a big party here on the 24th, and we've got a lot of stuff, and it usually fills up that room with stuff, so we're going to wait till after that. We always do, I don't know if you're new to the channel, Carmela, but yeah, we always do video for the kids every year, and I think that's what they look forward to the most, is seeing them on video. I mentioned that this was going to be our last video. I guess I should have talked about that at the very beginning. This is just going to be our last live stream for the year. I was kind of thinking about maybe doing just a live stream on our Christmas party for our members only, but I think I might do it just for everybody, on just let the camera go during our Christmas party this year, which is usually over the top. But we're always playing. The problem is that the music that gets played is copyright, and I don't give a crap about the money part of the copyright thing or this and that, but the problem is that certain songs, especially Thai song, they banned some of the video from certain countries because the copyright rules are very strict sometimes in other countries, and it may not play in America because of the music. So that kind of deters me a lot of time from making video. Speaking of music, can you guys hear that music in the background? Do I got music playing? Yeah. Daz is brilliant when he's with you guys. Daz has a lot of a fan club. Is that music annoying to you? Should I turn that off? I don't know. It's probably copyright too, so I have to scratch my back. Okay, let me turn the elevator music. No, leave it on. Yes, leave it on. Okay. Daz. Graham, good to see you. Graham Clark. Hey, Chuck, Paige, Mafias, and all the folks in the No Time to Be Sad universe, including your subscribers. Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and a happy 2024 all the way from Australia. Thank you very much, Graham. I appreciate that. Hope you guys have an awesome next year. This has been a good year. I think next year will be even better. This year I'm 55, so Vicky, good to see you. Where'd you go? There you are, Vicky. Can't hear any music. Yeah, it's kind of in the back. It's not turned up really loud, but here, look. That's I don't have my volume on right here, but it's just a little bit of background Christmas music. Let me turn it back down. I don't know, it might be copyright, whatever. Yeah, Dad says he has a lot of people that come approach him from the channel, and that Dad should start his own YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Daz's channel would get not just demonetized, but probably blocked from YouTube. What do you think, Daz? You want to do a YouTube? Brock, you are not 72. Hey, Mom is in the house. Good morning, Mom. It is 9:30. We were talking about you earlier. In a good way. A lot of people were asking how you were doing. I told them that you were doing awesome. Nikki, I was just going to say that. Chuck, Brock, I did not think that. I don't think Brock is 72. It's not. I've met you. You don't come off as being 72. I don't know. Maybe you are. I don't. Well, you're in very good health, or you got a baby face. Alan Ward, I've always heard from people that life is harsh. I've worked very hard in life and achieved most things that I've put the work into. There are always a few hiccups, but we all have those. You know, you've things have worked out for you, you know, so you know that you have to fail things to succeed. Nobody just gets through life, everything being successful. I think people that are successful know how to deal with failure. You know, you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you work harder, and you fix the problem that caused you to fail. You know, you don't just say, oh, well, it just wasn't meant for me, and blame the rest of the world, and now I'm a victim. We get up and we figure it out and we move forward. And that's what it takes to be successful. You have to fail. Always going to be hiccups along the way. Rock 72 in dog years. Oh, okay, I get it now. Dave said Brock is older than dirt. That's pretty damn old right there. Anyway, yeah, right now we still have 154 in the house. And well, let me give myself a thumbs up. Looks like I have only 12 thumbs up. Maybe that's not right. Maybe I only have 12 thumbs up. Maybe I'm just a horrible YouTuber. Looks like I have 12 thumbs up on my thing. So anyway, awesome. Thanks, guys, for all the thumbs up support. I appreciate that. I got 141 people here that just, don't like me. So thanks. My screen's only showing 12. Here, let me refresh it. Oh, now I got a commercial. Unsubscribe. Oh, 191, I refreshed it. The commercials now are uncontrollable. Like I never really tried to control the commercials. I always let YouTube do it. And now they've changed it to where they decide where the commercials go and all that. People have actually sent me a message. I can't believe you're showing political commercials from their non-favorite person or whatever. I'm like, really? You really think I'm able to? Like, I haven't that much time on my hands where I can figure out what commercial can go on my channel, and that's weird. But hey, up to you. Can I thumbs up on my phone? I guess. I think you can. Come out of the chat and you can do it, Nikki said. Yeah. Yeah, I think you do have to back out of the chat. Maybe you don't know how to do that. Yeah, I think a lot of the apps that they used to have out there to get rid of the commercials are gone, and now you have to do premium. But everything has commercials, you know, everything. When you buy a telephone or you buy a computer, it's loaded up with applications and which are basically like computer. That's how you can buy a computer so cheap, is because these people pay Microsoft or whatever, whoever's to be able to put their content or their apps or whatever on the computer, and it absorbs some of the cost of making the stuff. So everything has commercials. But you can do the premium thing. I think it comes with some extra benefits on the premium if you don't like the commercials. But I mean, I can just skip. I've never been like, oh my God, a commercial, I'm unsubscribing. Like, I understand everything has commercials, I guess. And during Christmas time, it gets excessive But we got to understand that's because these companies are trying to unload their funds for the year and Christmas time and all that stuff. It's just the way it is. Go open your mailbox. You probably got 18,000 damn Christmas coupons and BS to buy this and that because of this time of year. Everything has commercials. I mean, I'm just thankful that we can do this. This is free for me. It doesn't cost me anything. It's their platform. I hope they can keep figuring out a way to keep it going, or maybe somebody can come up with something better. You know, I don't know. Nikki, I'm not going to keep telling you good night. I don't want you to get up in the morning and go, that damn Chuck, I should have not watched that guy. I'm tired now, aggravated. Going to make a horrible video about him. I'm in Thailand. Never see a commercial on your videos. Well, that's cool. I don't know how you know what? If you watch it right away, you won't have a commercial. Like right when it comes out, it usually takes a few minutes. Maybe you will sometimes, but it usually takes like if you watch it the next day, it might have a whole shitload of commercials on it. I think the advertisers, depending on the video, if they see a video performing well, they jump aboard, you know. If you're not being sold something, you are the product. Close to the chat for the second and you'll see, close the chat, yeah, you'll see the thumbs up. I don't know if you've got it figured out or not. Thank you very much for that, Siberian, for watching all the videos. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do that next year or not. I don't know. I have to wait till that time comes and see. I think we're going to have a busy year next year. I really enjoyed doing the videos in Europe, but it just, that wasn't for everybody. I can't it's just everyday life, and I'm lucky to have a big group of people that love to watch the everyday life videos, but I don't think we're going to get much more than what we have. And we're going to have a mafia trip here tomorrow. Actually. You guys won't see that video for a few days. But looking forward to that, having a little Christmas celebration in town. Kara, I had both of my hips done. Keep active. Don't use it, you lose it. You look like you're doing well. Keep going. Thank you for the motivation for my mom. I appreciate that. Yeah, Calgum is barking at somebody coming in to the door or something. Thank you very much. Buzz, how do I contribute to the kids' Christmas party? I have a couple of links, but I'm going to share at the end of this video a link in the I'll put it in the comment section so you can easily find it. And I can't share a link here to the GoFundMe page. I can't. I'll have to wait. So if you want to come back when the video is over, I'll put it in the comment section and it'll be easily found. But I have it in the description of a few videos. And in the I have it in the pinned comment and I think the last few videos you can check. Maybe not today's, but maybe yesterday. I don't. You have to just keep looking through the videos. I'll put it here today in this one. What is your highest viewed videos and views on that video? I have no idea. I think I got one pushing 1 million or something. I don't remember which one it is. I don't know. I'm so bad about trying to keep up with all of that stuff. I don't know. Let's see. I can tell you real quick. I have on the channel, it looks like about 31 million views, which, you know, I guess that's pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, about 31 million views on the channel. So I don't know. Is that good? That's weird that you have that many people. Hey, y'all, check here. You know. Mitch, good to see you, Mitch. Alan, I'm retired, so I went on 5 vacations this year. Next year, my first vacation will be to Thailand. Looking forward to seeing Thailand and being back in Southeast Asia for the first time in 8 years. Well, very cool. Graham, Chuck, will Kara be joining you and Paige on your next trip to Coachella? Maybe. I've talked to Mom about going there for an extended time. My mom's not the traveling type. She doesn't like to travel. So if we go somewhere for a longer period of time, it'd be easy for her. But getting there is the problem. She doesn't do well in the car. So some people just don't like to be in a car. She's one of them. So we'll see. I talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the video. We probably will go back to Malaysia since it's really inexpensive. You can get a round trip ticket for like a little over $100 here to go there. It's more expensive for me to fly from Nakhon Phanom to Bangkok than it is from Bangkok to Malaysia. Probably because there's more flights available, I'm sure. "10 things to bring" is over 500,000 views. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever had one go viral. I don't even know how that works, if it's lucky or whatever it is. I have no idea. Hang on, somebody's sending me a picture. I gotta look at it. Make sure it's not a okay. Let's see. Somebody insulting Mitch. Let me see. Chuck, Mitch looks like he lost weight in the chat. Yeah, gotta love it. Merry Christmas, Chuck, to everyone here. Good night. Thank you very much, Carmela, for watching our channel and being a new subscriber. I see that you are subscribed to the channel. I very much appreciate that. It means a lot when you guys subscribe to the channel. It really does. I know people like to unsubscribe if they're not happy with the content, but subscribing, I love that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bugs. I really appreciate that. Thought that might be easier for the kids. Yes, doing it on here is so much easier, but YouTube charges 30%. And the GoFundMe, pretty much all of that goes to the kids. GoFundMe has a fee too, but yeah, this is much easier for sure. Thank you very much for that. We had a great road trip today, went to state capitol, and then Young's birth certificate authenticated so we could get their Thai birth certificate. Very cool. Yeah. Haha. Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah, you already said. Gonna make some cookies. I didn't see that part. I was gonna buy an oven, but I ended up getting a new battery for my bike instead. Here's my priorities, right? I miss making, well, everybody else also misses making homemade bread. And and cookies and cakes and stuff like that. Brent's in the house. I just sent Brent a message this morning trying to plan our trip back to America. Can't wait to get back and see you guys again. So I've got Marietta Thornton. Thank you so very much. You are a very awesome individual. I have this that's on my desk here. I'm going to open this right now and read it. Brent had to grab his phone to say hi. Brent, they watch our videos on TV. When I'm over there, I was like, sometimes like, it's too clear. I need to back off of the camera a little bit. I hope you don't mind me reading this online here, in front of everybody. If you don't want me to, say it right now. Okay, I'll wait a second. Okay, here it goes. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. And you got beautiful handwriting here, but I'm gonna try to, not too many people write in cursive anymore. You're most likely traveling when you get this card, guys. Nevertheless, I'm certain that we will meet you both one of these days. Much love. It looks like you're saying Martha, but no, it's Marietta and Colin. Thank you guys very much. Also on the other side says, Dear Chuck and Paige, hope we get to meet up one of these days. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. All the best. There it is, Marietta and Colin. Thank you very much for always the wonderful support, guys. It does mean a lot to us. So I'll put this with the Christmas tree this year. Thank you. There's a little fa here. I hear everybody saying fa. Keith, good to see you, Keith. Keith has some extravagant comments about me and Paige on other people's channel. Good to see you here. Hi, Chuck and family. We hope you have all a great Christmas and a great New Year and have many new adventures in the next year. We are hoping to move to Thailand late next year and start our own adventure. Thank you very much for the wishes. I hope everything works out for you, Keith, when you come into Thailand. Alan, sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you. I've been unsubscribed and had to resubscribe. I wonder why YouTube. I have no idea. I actually contacted them once and they gave me just some random, like, I'm a stupid person, whatever. So it is just I don't know. It's their computer. Little Foz in the house. Hope to see you again, maybe coming up real quick in the next coming weeks. Yeah, I hate to keep mentioning, but it's like I have to keep saying, hey, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. We hope to get back to, I'll let you guys know, we probably will make another trip to Vietnam, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. I still got to put up I got this on my desk. You guys made this, you guys picked this up from the airport and had this sign made. Let me open this up. And you were holding it for me, and, it's upside down, there you go. For me and Joe, it's like a banner. I still got to put, hey, that's kind of funny. I can just hang that like, there you go. I still have to hang that up on the wall. Brent, hey, Jake, we were at the boat today. We made some awesome changes that Lori will be sharing. Let's see. Kara, don't try to put too much weight on your stick can cause problems with your neck or shoulder. Just use it for stability only, balance. Keep up the good work. Thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate that. I'm sure she does too. Ron, are you leaving? What, it's only been 2 hours. I'm about to get off too. Okay, brother. Happy holidays to you and your family and all your subscribers everywhere. Gotta run. All right, have an awesome day, Ron. Just live, don't justify. How are you? Hey, Chuck, on my way to Thailand tonight. Cheers. Oh, I bet you're really excited about that. Don't know where you're coming from, but it's a long flight from America. Not just a flight, but the whole transient thing is, like a day and a half. The Allen says he checked and he was unsubscribed again. I don't know. Like I said, I put a video out and then I got like -10 subscribers, but nothing's bad. I don't know what the hell. It's just, I don't know. It's just what it is. So I don't know if it's something wrong with my channel or it's just the system, but I don't know. I can't worry about it no more. I used to get like 100+ subscribers on every video I did. Now I'm lucky to just have a positive. I'm sure it's me. Chuck, you don't mind if I call you Doc? I watched your 20 Things About Me video. You are a combat medic, so it fits. Thanks. Yeah, I was basically an infantry soldier with a Band-Aid bag, but you have a lot of responsibilities. Canada. The last Canadian that I tried to meet brought me some Canadian cookies, some specialty cookies, but he gave them to somebody else in the hotel he thought I was staying at. It was funny. William C. Haley Jr. Hi, Chuck. Enjoyed your bike trek to Sakonakon, where my wife is from. This is William and Wibunsri. Anna Haley, wish you and your family a very blessed, happy Christmas. And Sawapi, is that Minnesota? I probably said all the names wrong. I apologize, but thank you very much, William, for the wishes. Duncan, good to see you. Enjoy Christmas, everybody. It is going to be a hot one in Perth, Western Australia. We may make it. I don't want to talk about it because last time I talked about making a trip, a lot of the world came unglued to go to Australia. So we're still on our list. Let me back up here. Spokane Valley, Washington. Ash, 11C, trained to not serve full-time, medically discharged during AIT at Fort Benning. 11 Charlie, is that, let me see, 11 Charlie. I want to say that is some kind of artillery. I know they changed a lot of the descriptions. Like, I think 91 Bravo is not medic now, it's something else. So, but I think maybe you were something in artillery. Yeah, when you're excited about going somewhere, the flight's no biggie until you get here and you're trying to figure out how to deal with jet lag. But when you're excited, who needs sleep, right? Indirect fire infantryman. Mortarman. Was that your MOS? I don't know what you mean by that. So you just shot mortars? I was looking at this one thing when I was going. I did pretty good on my ASVAB, but I wanted to join pretty quick. And I actually wanted to just sign up for the infantry, and the guy talked me out of it. But I saw this thing called a Vulcan Warrior. You just get up in this tower and you shoot like a, I don't know, as an anti-tank Gatling gun or something. It looked crazy. But he said, your life expectancy during combat's about 1:20. Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. But it looked cool. But going out with a boom, we all got to go out somewhere. That would be, yeah. I don't think you'd survive that one. Okay, Fa, go to work. Nikki's still awake. Nikki's never going to sleep today. Nikki, you can stay as long as you want. You're awesome. When I went in, 11 Bravo was a rifleman, 11C was mortar, 11M was mechanized, and 11H fired the rockets on the back of a Hummer. Maybe I'm thinking a 13 Bravo or something was a cannon, called him a cannon cocker. I don't remember. Or maybe that was infantry. I have no, it's been a long time. But that's cool. So you fired mortars. I got unsubscribed from a carnivore diet channel. I assumed it was from some miserable vegan on YouTube. I probably have very few. I had a lot of vegan subscribers because they were interested in Thailand because there's, it is a thing here. But I'm sure they've unsubscribed from me by now. Too many hamburgers. They changed the MOS designated since I was in. Nikki, you're a nightmare. I live in the wrong time zone, and I love you guys. Well, we still have 137 in the house. You guys got some other questions? I'm about to call it a day. I've got to go into town today and try to find a new mattress. I don't know if I'm going to make a video or not. I don't know if I can hold my voice up that long. But you can get a good quality mattress now in Thailand. So we'll try our mattress is like 10 years old, and I got like mattress toppers on it to make it comfortable. And every time we come back from a trip, it's like, I got to get a new mattress, but we're never here long enough. We just do it next time, and we always just forget. So I need to do that today. Just a bit of info. From Manchester, UK to Thailand, flights between 900 and 1,500 euro. Cheapest, or not euro, sorry, at the moment. So right now you can get a I can get a flight to America between $1,100 and $1,300 round trip. That's really a good price right now. All right, Alan, good night. Okay, Mitch, we'll talk to you soon. Hey, Download, good to see you coming in as we are leaving. I went on cheapflights.com, and that one was ANA United. But for a little bit more, they had and it's weird because EVA used to be very cheap and my go-to flight because it's cheaper to fly from Taipei, here to Taipei, than it is from here to Japan. And it cuts down on some of the time. But EVA's gotten crazy expensive. But EVA actually... And I couldn't follow through with it because it wanted me to go actually to their site. But it looked like EVA was about $150 more, and I would much rather fly EVA. I don't mind ANA. I don't really care for United, American version of stewardess, I guess you can say. But I do like Eva. But A&A is good. Well, it looks like everybody's cutting out of here. Maybe I should too. Yeah, they love hard mattresses here. Yeah, but Australia is a lot closer to Thailand than America. But you guys are starting to have a lot more flights available now, so the prices are going to go down. Same in the U.S. We're getting a lot more. The airline, it's all about the airlines. You know, they're getting more flights available, so it's bringing the cost down. Mike, good to see you. Happy New Year to you and your family. Merry Christmas too. All right, go to sleep, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. We'll talk soon. I'll let you know my exact plans here. I'm waiting on my daughter to send me a message back, and then I might book the tickets. I was going to do it today because it's Thursday here, and it's the cheapest time to get a ticket, so I may wait till next week to do it. I'm probably listening to me now. It's going to be double the price. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video. I appreciate everything. Like I said, I'll put the link down below for the Christmas party and supply and all that for this year, which is going to be exactly 6 days from now. So we still got to get everything organized for that. We've already paid for all of the upgrades for the school equipment, and we've given the money for the catering people, and we just need to get the gifts together to give all the kids. So that's the hardest thing, but we do that, and I get everybody, the team, to help me put everything together for the kids. I think we got 170 this year, kids, including their random kid, because the parents sometimes bring little kids that aren't in school yet, so we bring stuff for them too, and then whatever's left, we just let the parents take. And we got them all shirts this year. We upgraded their shirts. The ones they had were a couple years old. So we got them all really nice shirts, Christmas and New Year's shirts. They're in the process. They should be done here pretty soon. I can't wait to get the bill on that. I don't remember how many, like a couple hundred shirts. But I appreciate all the help with that, and my members on the members only, we thank you so very much. My Patreon people, you guys, it's all been a blessing this year to be able to share this adventure with you here on YouTube, and and be able to basically be sponsored to travel and show this for you guys. So I'm not trying to treat this like a job, but I'm just trying to tell you, share my appreciation to you guys. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, tomorrow's video, I don't even know what it's gonna, I have like 5 videos in the queue, I think. I don't even know what the hell video is gonna be tomorrow. Let me go in here and give you an update here. It's gonna be, let's see, I gotta take my mom and her friend. It's a funny adventure tomorrow. Gonna get some stuff for her friend, a new phone and some other stuff, and we'll spend time with Mom on tomorrow's video. Hope you guys come for that. So, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so very much, and I look forward to a new year. Happy, I'm gonna say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody, and we'll see you guys next year. Bye. I'm trying to close this. Bye, guys.